First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. We see double and the apostles and elders agree, most roll well. And salutations to all the Akim, so they push it with the truth of this ready day in and day out. Constantly in season, out of season, we say Shalom. Once again, let's go into these scriptures here. This video, it states that it's a feminist Hebrews rages war against the Hebrew Israelite men. I just wanted to drop out a few precepts upon this video because at the end of the day, hey, we know, plenty of these women that say they the truth or say that they know, they proclaim that they know something or they're righteous or thing they are not, because they can't even keep the simplest of order, the simplest the smallest law, right? That's to say the easiest law, which is just obeying your husband, and they don't do that. They rather come. They want to be with this feminist movement, and they want to be with the Israelite movement. And it don't have that with the Lord. Scripture say what friendship with the world is enmity with the Lord. So you can't have the both. You can't want to be a feminist and be in this and be in the truth or be in the Bible, because at the end of the day it have an order with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? And the man is above the woman according to the scriptures. So one time you don't know the scriptures are against any feminist movement. You all are not on our level. But other than that, I just wanted to touch, this as I say, bring forth some scriptures because just go into the video, you can see how off these women are, even the woman that would be agreeing. And I think when you go further into the video, you can see she having a live with another woman and so forth, and I just seeing that, that it have they must be in a group chat, doing all this abominable stuff, talking against the husband and so on, right? So as I say, just to bring out some scriptures. I say this is Ecclesiastes chapter 25 verse 16. It says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And majority of these women that going against a husband and these things are wicked women and so forth. So what this scripture is saying here, it says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And that's when you go and listen to these videos, you can see these women wicked, So what's that saying here is, hey, I rather dwell with a beast, than to really dwell with a wicked woman, because in the day, just hearing them, just hearing them alone, and hearing the conversation, it will upset you, because everything you do and trying to do for the Lord, they will want to do against. For example, this is an example here, right? About feminists, it have no feminist, it ain't supposed to have no feminism or anything dealing with feminists in Israel, right? Because these women were never set to be on that level against the men, right? So one time, if a woman is trying to put herself on the same level as a man, one time she off, It said the wickedness of a woman changed her face and darkened her countenance like sackcloth. You can see it on these women's faces, how you could see like some, watch some of these women outside here that proclaim in Israel. You can see the wickedness on the face, and eventually they do what? They do things like this. Come out, do videos and you say that the Israelites are called this and that and this way it is. Whatever camp that they was talking, I think it's ISP UK and some other camps they're talking about. And I also believe that she did also say to other sisters that have husbands from other camps that talk to them, So whatever it is, judgment about to be on whoever woman going against her husband, right? So it say, her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Like whoever at the end of the day, if your husband is someone that in the truth, that teaching this word, or even proclaim to call himself a righteous Israelite, when he see this video or hear this video one time, he don't know, hey, wait. He gonna sigh, because of the wickedness you all doing, right? Let's say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. And hey, this is a perfect example. Proclaim to say they in the truth, proclaim to say they're righteous, but what are they doing? Bringing a feminist movement, bringing Let's say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. It say let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And like what? Death. Like death. The portion for a sinner is death. So at the end of the day, it say all wickedness is but a little to the wickedness of a woman. And we see that. It's, even in the I believe it's first Ezra chapter 4 talk about how men went on the wits of women. The things they do, they rob, they steal, they do all these things, and the woman will still do what? Leave them, still commit adultery with somebody else, and that is the wickedness of our. They said all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. When you watch this video, you see them talking, they laughing, they kicking and all this sort of madness. But that wickedness. And that is what the scriptures say. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Right? It say as the climbing up is so like, I'm going to go down. It say a woman, if she maintain a husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. It say a wicked woman abated the courage, make it an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, make it weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin. Of the woman came the beginning of sin. So that's going straight back to Eve. That's why so like, let's have a little cool. But that's why brothers just call the Israelite woman Eve. Eves. It say of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Yeah. Because that's going back to Eve. Eve being an example, and these women also here being an example. And if any man encouraging this slackness, this bullshit, you all have judgment to receive the same way. Right? You're supposed to even taking part in this, right? Let's see if I get next scripture before I continue, right? I'm gonna jump to the scripture quick. This is 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 23. It says, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. And that is what these women doing, the rebellion. And stubbornness is an iniquity and an idolatry, because thou hast rejected thou hast rejected the word of the Lord, he had also rejected thee from being a king. So let's come back out the starting up of that. Let's say for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Right? And stubbornness is as the iniquity and idolatry. Right? So these women rebelling. And they say as the sin of witchcraft. And we don't know it's say what? A witch was to be put to death. According to the scripts. Right? So at the end of the day, if any woman in this and rebelling against her husband, rebelling against the Lord, then as we just say, what to you all? Right? It say of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. It say give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty God abroad. And these things men do. Men give these women give the water the passage, so they make the woman feel they call themselves Queen of Israel. That they call themselves all kind of thing. Making the woman do all sort of madness, and the men encouraging it. It said, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to God abroad. What the fuck you giving these women this liberty for? And for the men that sucking up on these women, what to you all as well? Sometimes when you go to these comments on these videos that are men, yeah, sister, thing, big up yourself, thing, you know. Fuck you talking about big up yourself. It's a give the water no passage and thy wicked woman liberty to God abroad. Fuck you talking about big up yourself. Come on. That these women doing these things in the scriptures, that is rebellion. It's madness. It says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. Right? Fuck you talking about big up yourself, sister. I not wait, come on. Right? This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 26. I'll go to verse 25. It says a shameless a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. She that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And these women are shamefaced, so you know what these women be? It's dogs. It is what it is with the Lord. Right? Right? Scripture also mention let me see if I get this one here quick before I end the video. I think is this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 42 verse 12. It said behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. And now that I just want to bring on the scriptures to also talk about the men that be in the midst of these women. You know, scripture sits in the midst of these women. It say, for from the garments cometh a moth, and from the woman wickedness. So where feel you go and get from in the midst of all these women? Wickedness. So why even be in the midst? Why even encourage just slackness? You know? Do you even do that? It said, better is the churchlessness of a man than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach. Yeah. Come on. Let's just show you how low these women and them is that be doing these things. That is why we say it have a few sisters, a few. That might be scarce as well. Because it's a woman that may that would be messaging these women and think so like, and you know, telling them what their husband doing and so forth. Right? So at the end of the day, hey, what told these women, man? You know? So as I said before, I just wanted to bring out some scriptures on it to show that the wickedness of these women is high. You know? And for the men that encourage this bullshit, hey, dead to you always. So that we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakah, Kodash. We see that we don't see the apostles and elders of great most in the rule well. And salutations only I came out to the push you would not shoot us ready day and day out. You know, constantly in season after season we say, Shalom.